Hello everybody, welcome back to PadFootTD Games. My name is Zach, I'm the voice behind the icon, and before you say anything, yes, my voice is different. I am sick, and when I get sick, my voice, I don't even know how actually deep it is, but my voice is not the same. But welcome back to another Racing E-Vlog. Very, very excited about this one, because one, there is a new wrap on the hauler. Two, we're using the hauler in our Mac Anthem, and you know that we love that. And we are heading to Daytona, everybody, for Speed Weeks. I know we call it Speed Weeks, but technically it's 1 week. We're going to be heading there with the Xfinity Series. Very, very excited about this. But we are going to be heading for the opener at Daytona International Speedway with the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Little context, actually, I'll say it when we're driving. I was going to give you a rundown of what happened last year, but I think that'll actually be better fit for the road. So again, truck's still exactly the same, except being all prettied up, and of course Young Buck being our primary. Frog Dog Racing and our number 23, of course, is still up there. This is where things change. We originally had just the big Wheelin'. Now we have Wheelin' and Xfinity. Because we will be running the Wheelin' Modified Tour, but since we are going to be doing enough of the Xfinity races, I figured it's about time that we put it on the side. What do you think? And of course, still the same design. I am debating about changing the mountains on the truck to match better with the car. But this is our new one. Now, you might have seen it in the description of a lot of our new videos. We have been talking about Vermont maple syrup. Give you a little rundown on that really quick. I promise it'll be quick. This is one of the businesses that Danielle oversees. She's pretty much a business manager for this guy who owns a whole bunch of different companies. And one of them that she really is hands-on with is Vermont maple syrup. My wife is there bottling, packaging, cooking the syrup, the candy, the sugar. This is one of the bigger brands of still locally owned businesses that make maple syrup. You know, it's not a giant company with a giant warehouse. It is still a handful of people going out into the woods, tapping trees, and getting, you know, thousands of gallons of syrup from these trees and making syrup to be able to send it to you. What's also really cool about this is two things. One, yours truly also from time to time will go and bottle this syrup. So I'm not saying, hey, do you want to get something that I've made? But I'm just saying, hey, I've helped in that process, which may be a good thing, may be a bad thing. It depends on how you want to see it. But you'll see down there in the description below, if you use code FROGDOG, if you want to get yourself some Vermont maple syrup, bottled pretty much by yours truly, you just need to go onto the website, add FrogDog. You'll get 10%. 10%. I wanted 25, but the system won't let us do it. 10% off your order. A little bit that I can try to give to you guys, but I'm telling you, it's actually good. Here's the best story that I have. I have always been a fake maple syrup. I've been an Aunt Jemima. You will not change it to Pearl Mill or whatever you call it now. It's Aunt Jemima. That was always my favorite. Hands down. Didn't like real syrup. I started bottling with Danielle, and you have to taste test to make sure that it's still good. Taste tested. Fell in love with this. I kid you not. Fell in love with this, and now this is my go-to. This is my go-to, and yes, it's convenience that Danielle bottles it, I bottle it, you know, but it's really cool to be able to be like, you know, one, we made this, but also it's delicious. So, links down there in the description, the code's down there as well. Like I said, I will not take any more of your time blabbing about that. If you want some, great. If not, let's get on the road and let's have a good vlog here. I am attempting to keep the coughing to a minimum. Again, unfortunately, I'm very ill. I don't think I have the flu. I just think I have like a really bad cold. But we're going to get on the road here. We've got a 7-hour drive down to Daytona. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. Figured that was probably the best time to head on out for pulling in this evening after a small hauler parade as we get there. And as we get ourselves going, I'll talk to you guys a little bit about our past with the Xfinity Series and our future. So let's get ourselves out here. And again, we just got back from the Wheelin' Modified Tour at New Smyrna. So again, we're going the same exact route we just came home on. And we came back from New Smyrna with this truck, and then we came back with our toter home as well. So, you know, keeping it busy, keeping the rubber on the road. That should be one of the only times that we're doing double, though, so you just got to focus on one now. So again, sorry for my voice, sorry if my diction's a little bit different. Nothing I can do, I'm just ill. I will do my best not to open mouth cough into the microphone, but I can't make any promises. But we are on the road here and heading down to Daytona. What I wanted to talk a little bit about on our way down was our past with the Xfinity Series and our future with the Xfinity Series on iRacing. So I've said it once, and I'll say it again. I like running the Xfinity Series. No, I do not have any plans to do a full Xfinity Series schedule. I don't plan to be like a main staple for a couple reasons. One, it's a really big time commitment because, again, we'd be back on the weekly 2.5 hour dedication plus that I can't dedicate right now to iRacing in one sitting. On top of that, I still really like short track racing. That is where my heart is. Modifieds, super late models, that's my jam. I love that. So I really don't want to turn down that opportunity just to go race in the Xfinity Series. I like the challenge that comes with it. I was going to give that guy room, but I decided not to. I really enjoy the challenge that comes with it. I love the car. I love our car, our Young Buck car. Just immaculate on the track. And so that's like the little update. I don't plan to do a full season this year, pending house building, pending moving in, pending child coming in July. My very first child is coming in July. We actually got to see them for the first time today. Oh my God, it's a person. I know, it's a shock. I've never been around children. Danielle has. Again, it's crazy to have this little camera thing go on Danielle, and all of a sudden there's a little person inside of them. It blows my mind. So I have them coming as well. I just don't know what kind of dedication I can do. Trying to squeeze in a half an hour race, maybe a 45-minute race, that probably can be doable. Trying to fit in a 2-hour race, not as much. So what I'm expecting this year to be able to do, we're going to be doing the Daytona. God, what is it? I actually don't even know what the sponsor is. I know it's 120 laps. That's what I got. It's like 300 miles, I think. But we're going to be doing that. We're going to be going to Atlanta next week because our schedule's open. Sorry, guys. We are going to attempt to go to Phoenix. If timing works out, we'll take the drive out there, trying to defend our spring title out there. That was our first win. I want to go back. I want to go to Nashville, which we won at before. Iowa. I was originally going to do New Hampshire, but that's out. We might pull out a truck and run the trucks at New Hampshire. But we'll already be there with the Willow Modified Tour, so I don't know yet. So yeah, Nashville, Iowa. I kind of want to do the Watkins Glen. I kind of want to do like Texas and Dover. Now here's the problem with Dover. I follow the real Xfinity schedule. I follow the real schedule. I try to keep it, aligned with it, race length, timing. That race, even in real life, that I might not be able to go to this year, is within the window that our child is to arrive. So probably won't be able to run Dover this year. But I'm going to try to do a handful amongst all the other racing that we will be doing on the channel. That's what I want to be able to do in the Xfinity Series, and I think it's plausible. I think it could be a lot of fun. I'm hoping for a couple wins. I think we ended up having... There's no water in that river. Just noticed that there's water over there. Or maybe it's a broken map. I don't know. Don't look at it too hard, children. Just keep your eyes on the road. But yeah, so overall, I'm actually really excited for what could be coming up for us, and I hope you guys are going to enjoy the racing vlogs. Something that's really interesting is I released 2 last week from our World Series of Racing at New Smyrna, as well as the Wheel and Modified Tour at New Smyrna as well. 2 separate vlogs, and our short track one, you know, our non-wheeling one when we have the toter home and everything, it was sitting around like 50 views, which to me is great. I know I could, you know, there's people out there with hundreds and thousands. That's not my audience, and it's weird to think that I have an audience. I've got a handful of returning people, and if you made it this far, thank you. And again, I don't do this because I want to make it big. I'm just having fun. This is a hobby of mine. It's been a hobby for a while. But that video all of a sudden jumped to 100 views today. So it was, the last time I checked, it was like at 153 or something like that. So that was pretty cool. So I think you guys are liking these. I know that it always seems like at the beginning of the year, people like them and then people get bored of them. That's fine. You like it? Great. You don't? Great. If you made it this far, more power to you. New prize to you. But yeah, so that's kind of what's going on now. It's kind of what's going on in my life, in my head. Keeping the voices at bay and just having a good time. But we're going to continue our drive down to Daytona. It looks like we have 5.5 hours left, and since I want to make sure I get you guys as much racing action as I can, I'm going to cut the driving portion here. We'll see you guys when we get a little bit closer to Daytona. All right, we are about, 41 minutes away or something like that? You know, we've already put over 1,000 miles on the truck this year. And we are just getting started. That's so cool. That's like one of my favorite things about truck sim, by the way, is though being able to watch the progress of the odometer and watching it roll. And my goal eventually, whether it's with this truck or any other one, I want to hit 100,000 miles. There's something like that I really want to be able to do with that. And you know, when we go out to Phoenix, it's like 3,000. Come back, it's 3,000. You know, down here it's like 1,200 each way, you know, down and back. And when we go up to New Hampshire, I'm sure there's going to be a lot there too. And of course, we're splitting it up between this and the toter home as well this year. So we'll be putting a lot of miles on that for sure. But I figure we are getting close, and it's probably a good time to pop back in with you guys. But yeah, I'm really excited about what we're going to be doing for racing this year. I'm a little sad that we're not going to be doing our weekly SK Modifieds. Wow, that was a plane that just took off from what looked like the highway. That was wild. Is there an airfield over here? I mean, maybe there's an airport. But yeah, I'm really excited for what's in store. With the Xfinity Series, the Smart Modified Tour, the ASA Super Late Models, the past Super Late Models, American Canadian Tour, late models. I think we have a couple mini stock races in there, street stock races up in Oxford. We're keeping it interesting, but I will say there is a lot of open modifieds, and there's a lot of super late model as well. So I'm actually, I'm really excited about that, and seeing how it all goes. Yes, I know this is the one that... Ooh. Didn't mean to drag a tire. I know this one's the one that says New Smyrna, but this is the closest that I got for Daytona. Besides, it's been our Daytona location for a long time. Alright, let's get ourselves over on this familiar jaunt. Holiday Parade of One. Granted, we had a really good year last year, so I have enough to celebrate. There's trees here now. I remember the one time we came and there was nothing here. Oh, this is a Target, too. Even though that sign says Walmart. Are they building a Walmart? Yay for the Walmart. Oh, and there's a car rental now, too. That's kind of funny. Alright, nice and slow in here. And again, we're not here for points, so we would be one of the last ones parking anyways. As filler. Field filler, more or less. It's going to turn you. And as always, get ourselves parked right over here. Yeah, but the bushes are new. Again, nice vegetation. Easy. I know I'm a little off-road here and there. I guess I should stay on the pavement. I was going back and forth if I wanted to, but nah, I guess it makes more sense. Let's roll down that window. I forgot if we... Right? I thought there was a... We had it in the other truck. The auto window. That's kind of a bummer. Alright. Enough playing with the window. Let's get ourselves back there. Get ourselves situated. It's gonna be a good weekend. I'm feeling it. You know, actually, I'll explain that here in a second. Because I meant to, but I didn't get in enough time. Let's just see how do we look. Yep, mostly on the pavement, slightly off. I want to pull us forward a little bit. There it is. Window up. Okay, it's shift. That's what it is. All right. Now, let's hop on out, and I'll talk to you. I'll say what I wanted to originally say to you guys. All right, it feels good to be down here in Daytona. Now, originally what I was going to talk to you guys about was my other attempts here at Daytona. Whew, God, my voice is slipping, y'all. Oh, my God. We were here last February with the Xfinity Series. We qualified on the pole, and we won Stage 1. I think we made it through Stage 2. And we ended up being in an accident going into Turn 1 in the final stage and totaled the car. Since then, we won, I think, 4 or 5 races. And we went back to Daytona because we were like, okay, we figured out the super speedway thing. We just got to, finish. Went back, qualified on the pole, won the first stage. I think we even won the second stage. Went out, started a little bit further back as we were coming through. I was in the middle lane, and we got loose coming off 4, which seems to be an actual theme that's been happening recently at Daytona, and totaled the car. So it was frustrating because we won both Talladega races last year, but we're Daytona's slipping through. Now in 2021, we won in the Truck Series there. So I know we can do it. I know we can make it to the end. But with the stages and everything now, it does make it a little bit different. But I'm very excited to try once again here at Daytona with the Xfinity Series. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow for practice. Good, beautiful morning, everybody from Daytona. I almost said New Smyrna. We're in Daytona. Obviously, can't you tell? Daytona. We're here with the Xfinity Series. Beautiful drive down the other day. Got ourselves parked, ourselves checked in. The car has been wheeled into the garage, and it is time for practice out there on the speedway. My plan is to go out and do a little bit of single car, just so I can get shake it down, make sure that everything's good. This is the same car we did from our Rockingham test, so I at least know it works. And maybe a little bit of pack practice, but I really don't want to. I don't want to risk it. So we're going to head out for practice now here with the Xfinity Series, hoping to put the Young Buck Beverage Co. Ford Mustang up near the top of the podium. Let's see how it comes together. We'll see you guys afterwards. All right, everybody, that is qualifying. Not qualifying. Practice. I'm thinking ahead. I am sick. Don't be mean to me. That's it for practice. I actually felt pretty good. Now, we were first on the podium, but I think it's because we got with the best group of cars for drafting. And I think that's really what pushed us over. So I don't want to put all of my eggs in the basket and saying, hey, we're going to go out for qualifying. It's going to be great. There's a couple adjustments that I want to be able to do before we hit the track for qualifying. But qualifying is next. One lap here around solo car at Daytona. I'm excited for it, and I'm actually really nervous. I don't usually get nervous before qualifying, but I feel like I have something to live up to. Nashville, Daytona, Atlanta, Daytona, Talladega. For larger speedways, we're always the one to get the pole. If we are there, we get the pole. So I'm like, for my luck, I'm rolling my dice and being like, this is my luck, and roll and see how it goes. So we're going to head out for qualifying now. We'll see you guys right afterwards, and hoping to be towards the front of the field for the opener here at Daytona. All right, everybody, we are back, and I know it doesn't look it because it is still a beautiful sunny day. It is 4 p.m., and that sun should be setting soon, which I realize is going to be coming off of turn 4 right in our eyes. I'm not looking forward to that. But we are back from qualifying, everybody. We have kept the streak alive. We are starting from the pole here at Daytona. I am so excited and nervous, because I'm in good starting position. But anytime at Daytona we have started at the pole, everything has gone completely wrong. So we're going to head down for driver intros now. It's going to be like 2 to 3 hours until I see you guys again. It'll be nighttime. And I hope that I'm not seeing you guys earlier because we wrecked out. Hoping to be able to make it all the way. And I would love a Daytona trophy on my shelf. Let's see if we can do it here in the Xfinity Series with our Young Buck Beverage Co. and Vermont Maple Syrup Ford Mustang. Let's see how we're able to do on track today. We will see you guys in a little bit. Holy crap, guys. I'm still shaking, okay? That was the most intense Xfinity race I've ever been a part of. I am so happy to be able to say that we won. I am so happy to say that I finally got that Daytona win. Now it's not a Dale Earnhardt win. I didn't take 20 years, but the frustration was there. I've been there. I've been ready. But to be able to knock that off, and especially in the way that it happened, y'all, so we started on the pole, as you guys saw. Went to the pit stop, overshot my stall, started a little bit further back, worked our way back to the front, won stage 2, went in, had a perfect pit stop, started stage 3, caution came out right around 90 laps for debris, went in, overshot my pit stop, started a little bit further back, got to the lead until 3 laps to go. All of a sudden I hear in my ear, up high. Now, I've heard it in my ear all night, and all of a sudden I see this car going past me on my passenger side, flying. The car behind me is not doing a good enough job pushing to be able to help me. This guy goes forward, he pumps in front of me. We're talking 3 laps to go. I go to the outside of him. We are side by side as we come to 2 to go. I'm able to finally, on the backstretch, get a push by somebody else, push me past him, be able to go down, come to the white flag. He goes back to the outside. He's being pushed. I keep hearing, he's on my right, he's on my outside, he's there. Going down the backstretch, hoping, praying, pushing the foot through the floorboard, going out, turn 3, turn 4, coming through the trioval right here, he's there again, and I know that he had just enough speed last time to be able to push past me. I'm sitting there pushing and trying to block and push, come to the line, and the checkered flag was out. I didn't know until almost turn 1 when I got told, yes, you were the winner. We won at Daytona, everybody. This was amazing. Did an amazing burnout. Did a little bit on the grass. I'm sure they're going to be mad about that. Got a trophy, and what a way to start the year here at the Xfinity Series. And again, I'm not doing all the races, but it's so cool to be able to be like, I got one. Now, with a big smile on my face and an amazing race run, I think it's some well-deserved rest. So we are going to bring the truck back home. We're probably going to stop along the way and get ourselves ready for Atlanta next week. But what an amazing trip. What an amazing drive. This was amazing. This was just truly amazing. But that's going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoy what you saw, we do try to get a video here on the channel every single day, and we have a lot of racing vlogs for you guys. So exciting. Racing season is back, and just happy to be sharing it with you guys. But with that, I thank you guys so much for coming out to this one, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.